Hello, good evening and welcome back to our playthrough of Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2. It's day 209, we have 265,000 credits in the bank, and last time we made a dent in the Amateur League. We saw some tyre strategy races. So today, we don't know what we might see, but we know we're going to start in our executive class, CLK 55, and we're going to try and beat the FR Challenge, and then go from there and see what else we can kind of tick off this evening. Good evening to everyone who's here so far. KD, Screamlight, good to see you both. I knew Flav would come up tonight. Last evening to you as well. Yeah, Flavio. Yeah, we knew he was coming back. We knew he'd eventually make his way back in. The writing's been on the wall, but disgusting man. No, definitely not. Good evening. Robin, good to see you as well. Hope you're well. Yeah, so we'll try and keep Alpine references to a minimum this evening. Yeah, I'm already traumatised by Flav from our 98 playthrough. And 97 with the Lacey as well. We've had too many run-ins with Flav. I don't like it. Flavio Palpatine, indeed. Surprised you're not playing Super League with a Halo. Yeah, that's a surprise, isn't it? That caught me off guard. 11,000 views of people enjoying Super League Formula, which, to be fair, it is a bit of a collector's item, isn't it, in terms of the series and the game. It's a bit odd and a bit different, but it's also a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I would like to do a series. Don't know if I'll do it on the channel, but I would love to do a series. Probably not as Spurs, though, because I believe they affected my performance, and that's what I'm telling myself. Hope you're all well this evening. Hope everyone can hear everything. If there's any technical issues, just give me a shout, and I will panic and then hopefully fix it. But let's have a little look and see where we can go first. So, I'm already in the CLK. We attempted one race. Oh, excuse me. Great start. Already in the CLK. We attempted one race out last time. And we managed to get a bronze at Laguna Seca, which wasn't bad. Okay, but I think the car is still a bit tough on the handling, a bit heavy, not loads of power, so we need to try and fix that. So we might try and chuck an upgrade or two in. Wow. Let's try and go to any of the right locations. Did come home to try it. Did finally do Race Pro the other day. It was an enjoyable series, even if the AI is a bit wonky. Oh, that's cool. I've only played Race of 7. And the AI is okay there. They do have some weird moments where they check up quite easily, especially on like lap 1. But not too bad. Would you say it's wonkier than Race 07? I can't remember if you'd played Race 07 for comparison. KD, I don't care. I don't care. Moving on. Right, so let's go. Do we go lightweight stage 2? I always lean in on the lightweight. A little bit of power might be good, but like I say, we managed 3rd, so it might not be so bad. How much does NA stage 1 do? Oof, 60 odd brake, that's a lot. I feel like that's more cost effective to do the exhaust and air cleaner. Oh, it's not actually. I feel like that might be too much power. I still want to have some good races, you know? This is the whole point. Have I already done the racing chip? I better have. I haven't. Let's do the racing chip. Swag some power in. Lightweight stage 2. Sod it. I love me some lightweight cars. Let's see if that makes it any better, and then we might know what to do from there. Suspension might be the next obvious thing. because it's a heavy boy. Although I did do some stuff before. Maybe I've already put suspension in it. I'm not sure. Let's go again. Yeah, I'd say so. Seemingly semi-pro is too easy, but the pro doesn't allow for mixing stuff up. Keep the racing line, but taking TC, for example, means you're either OP or getting smashed. That's a shame. See, that was an issue, I think, for me with racing games in the PS1 era, with, like, you fall between difficulty levels, and they're just what you weren't able to kind of fine-tune it for, like, your sort of, you know, your level. Which is why I'd never finished loads of games. Because when I was younger, I would smash at medium. So where do you go next? Oh, well, what you do is don't change gear and change view. Yeah, where do you go next? You go to hard, and the gap between hard and medium was very often, oh god, cavernous. Right. This doesn't feel loads better, even as lightweight, but we just need to account for it being a little bit of a tugboat through the corners. We struggled last time going up the hill. It was almost like a watered-down Simbin experience. Yeah, I suppose as well, you know, when it's for the console audience, they're not going to try and go direct. Ooh, in terms of what the handling's like. Can't remember if I put suspension in this car or not. Maybe have to. Oof. Jesus. Unwieldy, I would say, to start with. There's loads of less used tracks. Oh, okay, I see. Right. Let me try and lock into driving this car a little bit. Does feel like it could do with a touch more oomph. Just going to try and bully. Bully this guy out the way. Nope, he's going to bully me back. Fair play, sir. Yeah, but KD, that's the structure of... That's always been the structure. People didn't care when Sevilla finished 12th and won the Europa League and got in the Champions League. So, is what it is. Look, you don't see me being a dick about Newcastle, do you? Also, I'm playing Gran Turismo 3. Have a night off. Fucking hell. Like, I'm as surprised as the next man we got into the final. But we got there. And the two perennial English underachievers will fight for a Champions League spot. And I actually think Tottenham are going to beat us, to be honest. But we will see. I hope we can beat them just for, well, obviously for the trophy, but also to keep up the memes. Can't say Tottenham has never won anything if they fucking win something. But yeah, anyway. Back up to 4th. That Honda has managed to fight its way past us. I'm not sure what I need here. The car's just still really heavy, and there's only so much I can take out of it. Suspension might be the way to go. I wonder if it is worth... I don't know. I think there's no one's doing pit stops, so everyone's clearly on the same tyre, which is the sports tyre, I think. Got someone in the gravel behind us. Yeah, if Spurs could channel my Super League Formula performance, that would be great. I would love that. Actually, no. I ended up winning. The first race, not the second race. The one where I essentially rage quit. Right. We finished 3rd last time. Oh my god. Yep, that's the one way around it. Everyone else is taking creative routes, I might as well, so... Well, not too far away. This isn't terrible. We just need to find a way to bridge that gap. To the RX-7, is that? Definitely acclimatizing to the car a bit now, just remembering how life is in business class. I think that's the tidiest I've taken the corkscrew so far. Think we can do a dive bomb for 2nd. Think we can. We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. So we go one better. And the gap to the leader is 1.8 seconds. I reckon if I drive better, I could win that without putting anything else in the car. Oh dear. It's the esports line. That's what that was. Rub him. So I just got an esports brain. I know it wasn't that. The doctor said it was something else, but it doesn't matter. We won't get into that. I reckon I can drive better and not put anything in the car and win that. I think that's doable. But before I hinge all of my performance on just the one circuit, let's try a different one. Let's go to Trial Mountain and see if we can go any better. I mean, yeah, but it's not incorrect, is it? If I drive better, I could win. But the key qualifier there is with the equipment I have. Because sometimes you can drive better and still not win with the equipment you have. That's the key qualifier. Like, if you drive better in an Alpine, for example, you're still not going to fucking win. So, it's the key difference. Will Buxton, is this you? You know what I'm finding with the gears is if I can change up through the gears, I go quicker in the higher gears. Big insight. Don't know if that's Will Buxton or Danica Patrick level insight there. Just remember her incredible commentary in Mexico. And here he comes through the first turn. And then silence. And that gave us a lot to think about, because it was indeed the first turn. Thank you, Danica. Okay. We've gone up to second very quickly. Can we bridge the gap to the car that beat us at Laguna Seca? Again, a little bit of an unorthodox line there, but clearly the suspension can take it. We are getting into a duel with this RX-7. Here we go. Come on. There we go. I think we can use the run down this back straight. And I reckon we should be able to do Tokyo, because there are plenty of straight sections in that. So I reckon Laguna Seca is going to be the hardest one to win. He says, still in second, not having won this one yet. But I see this is doable. This is doable as is. No more cash to be spent on this CLK. Spinning up the rears like that won't help. Okay, let's try again. Ooh. Well, I'm consistent with that line at least. That's good. On. Can do him here again. It's just, is he gonna slide back up the inside? Come on, let's keep it on the apex. Ooh, clung on there. Thank you, First Last. I thought that was pretty good. Let's see if we can keep him behind now. Rezer, good evening. Good to see you. Looks like every German executive manager on the Autobahn. Oof. There we go. Channeling the spirit. Yeah. For us, it's the Audi drivers in the UK, I think, that are the biggest offenders. Audi and BMs. There are some Merc drivers that, you know, questionable stuff, but Audi and... Although I say that, I nearly got apps... Oh, dear me. I should probably stop thinking about this flashback moment and drive the course. What I was about to say was I nearly got crashed into coming home from work the other week. And that was by a Golf, Volkswagen Golf. Just absolutely insane behaviour. I'm on the slow lane of the motorway. Indicate to move out into the middle. As I do, this Golf just absolutely fires past me from the fast lane right across to the slow lane. And I don't know where they think they were going, because in front of me were two cars. So they were literally moving from the fast lane, where they were doing, I reckon, at least 90. Swerved towards three cars, one of them being me. And then they had to suddenly slam on, tagged one in front of me. Incredibly, they were the only ones that needed to stop and pull over from this. They damaged their own car, and everyone else just kept going. So it was fortunate, but Jesus. I still don't know what they were doing, and if I hadn't kind of reacted and swerved back into the lane I was coming from, they would have collected me too. But just insane. This is the closest I've come to a smash on a motorway. It's terrifying. Right. I need to lock back in now. It's the final lap. The RX-7 has gotten back past us. Come on. Oh, it just doesn't... Just understeer so badly. Right, it's okay. Because if I can just make sure we have the run... into this straight. Although I've not got the best exit. I've got a terrible exit. Oh no. Shit, I might have blown it. Having flashbacks about the Golf. Right. Not quite done yet. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it just fucking understeers. Yeah, I think he's gonna do me. Damn, so close. That was silly, that. It's because I tried to start telling stories while leading. Last-ditch effort. Okay. Shite. Yeah, the front right was gone. Very much gone. Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't know if I've noticed a pattern in VW drivers, but yeah, that guy was, that was scary. That was quite scary. I don't know if I don't know if they were it was two lads, of course it was. I reckon they were at least mid-20s. Again, I just would love to know what was going through their brain. Where were they going? What were they trying to achieve? But yeah, lucky. Oh, okay. We'll try Tokyo and see where we can get up to. I still believe that without any upgrades, I can do this. I just need to stop focusing about recent traumatic events. Oh yeah, I did assume there were brains present, but that might be on me. Come on. Just gonna try and nudge our way through. Oh, you're still here? Oh, well, let's just show you the wall. Classic modern F1 rules of engagement move there. Which, for the record, is fucking stupid. What do you mean you're just allowed to run people out of road? That's not racing. Anyway, let's not get into that, Jesus. It took us a long time to get past 6th place. And here's me thinking that, oh, actually, Tokyo will be quite good for us. Haven't flown through the places as quickly as we did at Trial Mountain, that's for sure. But I reckon this might be the bit where we pull in some ground. Much like the classic DVD logo, the only experience thought when it hits the corner. It's good, I've not heard that one before, I like that. KD, in the words of Ron Burgundy, I don't believe you. You can't win anything as Spurs. The game breaks, I'm telling you. It's not possible. So I want to see that Max is doing NLS3 this weekend using a false name. Is that true? I mean, that I believe it. It's exactly the sort of thing he'd do. Is that like leaked out or something? I've not heard anything about that. I would love to see him do other disciplines, because I do think he just seems like he can drive anything fast, and it would be great to see that happen. Franz Hermann. Oh, okay. This generation's John Newhouse has arrived. So how long is NLS3? There you go, KD. Exactly what I was talking about. You've been warned. Why would you try something like that? It's a curse for a reason. Ooh. Come on now. Do I just need to do a Clarkson here and whack in more power? That's the sort of thing he would have done. Big, beefy Mercedes. Oh, it's not quite quick enough. What do we need? Oh, we could look at the handling. No, power. Speed and power. Because I must admit, I'm not as close at Tokyo as I thought I'd be. We're not even, like, in touching distance of the top two. Might be able to just slither nicely alongside here. And there we go. 4 hours, but only testing. Okay. Well, yeah, there must be a reason he's spending his time doing it rather than just for fun. You think he's preparing to maybe do something if he's not going to participate. I do think it is a shame that we don't get more F1 drivers doing multi-discipline. But then I suppose when the race calendar is expanded to 24, there's not much opportunity for them to do it. But, you know, I've made clear my opinions on that. I think it should be less than 24. 20 maximum, I'd be happy with 18. And then let them, if they want to race in other stuff, let them. It's only going to cross-promote both series. And it would add credence to F1, if F1 drivers go into other series and do well, that it is the best series. But obviously they're not going to want to prove that, because if they allow people to do that, it might disprove it as well. Oh shit, they're not the 20 quickest, they're just the 20 richest and most well-connected. Don't get me wrong, there's obviously a lot of talent on the grid. But it's often the thing that the truly the best 20 racing drivers in the world definitely aren't all in Formula 1. Some of the best racing drivers are. And some of the best racing drivers probably will never get a chance to compete at any meaningful level. God, these front tyres are dead. I wonder if it's worth buying the super hard racing tyres for this. And then actually, I can just play the waiting game. And hopefully my grip stays when everyone else's disappears. Have I burned my tyres more than everyone else? Because I feel like I just can't bloody turn the thing at the minute. Ugh, flipping heck. Oh good, and I get to lean on that front left. I've got nothing left. There's nothing left. Might still be able to hang on for a podium here. Excuse me if I might mosey on through. Oh no, he's going to do the old switcheroo. No. Straight line speed might save it. Oh no, maybe it isn't. It's pretty close. God damn, it's not going to save us. We're not even quickest in a straight line. Jesus. Okay. So a Tokyo might be the problem one. That's awkward. KD, you have the internet. Call the fire brigade. Helium, there's the bell-off rule which stops that. Ah, okay. Fine. I mean, not fine, but fine. I think, I don't know if we'll ever see someone try and do Monaco, Indy, and the Coke 600. Not even attempt. I'm not thinking about completing. Not even attempt. I don't think we'd even see that. Right. We need some stuff in this car. Because it's toss. Oh. What have I just done? Oh, I just pressed the preview. Jesus. Ooh. Deary me. Right. Any thoughts on a potential Greek GP? I'm so disconnected. Has that been discussed, really? I mean, where are they going? Are they building another street circuit? Because if they're building another street circuit, just sod off. Just don't want it. But if they've got a good track there, sure. If you've got a good circuit, I'll happily. Another 30 brake horsepower, that might be useful. I am just going to go for power. Speed. Yeah, sod it. Oh, it's your own. Oh, it's going on in your own brain. Oh, I see. Okay. It's fine. Sure, why not? If this is something you've sent me on Discord, I've not been on Discord in a while. I've not really been looking at it. So apologies if you have sent me stuff. I've just been a bit disconnected from Discord. So yeah, if you've sent me the track, apologies, I've not seen it. But I'm sure it's good. 24 street circuit. Thing is, I wouldn't mind if the street circuits were good. Like IndyCar has good street circuits. But these new ones that have come in are just pants. They're also not really street circuits, because it's just they found an open bit of concrete and decided, oh, we'll make something up. And somehow what they've come up with isn't very good. When they literally had the space to do whatever they wanted. Whereas some circuits that actually follow streets, pretty good. I know F1 won't go back to Long Beach, but Long Beach always comes to mind. It's a great street circuit. Oh, Chicago in NASCAR I thought was great. And I think it is fun because obviously those cars, you know, you need to handle them round. You need to throw them about. Yeah, I would second Sepang in India as well. Okay. So, with our extra bit of power and the most weight reduction we can possibly do without having some kind of disorder, let's go attacking. Very much helps it be a little bit more nimble through the corners. We've already got suspension in, although I've not done much to the suspension settings. But even just having the suspension in is helping. And I think we might have an opportunity with this one. Not going to count my chickens this time, though. This is exactly what happened at Trial Mountain. And the RX-7 managed to outdo us. Bit of a rear wheel oversteer. Apex, hello. It's been going. You know? we've not won a race this afternoon yet, this evening I should say, but I think we're about to. I think we've got enough in the CLK to be able to get the job done. So we need to go back and win the FR Challenge and then see where we might go next. Although, as you can see, I do take my eye off the ball regularly in this car, but just when I think I've got it, and I let the heft of this car just kind of throw me into walls. So I need to keep an eye on that. Ah, good. I'm glad there are set up tricks in the back pocket. Might help with the suspension of this car. We already have a suspension fitted, but I've not done much with it. So maybe for the 2 remaining races, we could do a couple of suspension tweaks and just help us get through things. Because I'll be honest with you, it's not the most pleasant car to drive. It's a bit hefty. But now I think we've got enough pace that if I can keep near the RX-7 on the main straight, we should be able to outdo them. Maybe even into the final corner. Get on the power a bit earlier with the wider line. And into the lead. What's it bad at specifically? Corners. Does that help? No. Let's analyze turn 1, shall we? Here we go. So we're going to brake. We're going to slow it down. It is. We're getting a little bit of over rotation now, actually, if anything, into the corner. Oh, but then if I don't overpower it, it does understeer. Yeah, it is mainly understeer. Yeah, balance, grip. I don't like the cut of its jib. How about that? That's what I don't like. Yeah, understeer. We're getting some big... sorry, oversteer. Understeer is the big thing. Out of corners, because we're rear-wheel drive, we can kind of light up the rears and help us get round, but it's entry understeer, I think, is the problem. Yeah, losing the back of the car is definitely more because of power application. Power slidey, exactly, Helium Trophy. Oof. RX-7 there, forgetting there's another pedal next to the accelerator. You didn't happen to be driving a Golf, were you? A couple of weeks ago on the motorway? Just wondering. Suddenly had flashbacks. Okay. Slowly getting quicker lap on lap. But we are alright. When those front tyres start to go, though, you do really feel the lack of turn-in. Should have enough to keep us on the straight and narrow. He says, just slowly losing the Earth's gravity and drifting into space. Bloody hell. Oh, we're not quite done yet, it seems. It's alright, we'll get him back. Maybe because of the balance of the car, I'm also struggling with my tyres more than they are. It definitely seems like the RX-7 has got a bit more grip. It also might have Jean-Christophe Bouillon at the wheel, who knows? Right, let's have a slightly better final lap and we can definitely win this one. Just brake it a lot earlier. Keep it out the walls. Oh, God. That lack of front left, though, is a little bit of a handicap. Oh. Let's just stay close. Stay close. Oh my God, it's just, yeah, it is absolutely gone. Oh my God. That front left is killing me. Come on, just turn. Too far back. Shit. Oh God, do I need tyres as well? It's so dead. We were gone and free, and then all of a sudden our tyres just haven't lasted. Bloody hell. The Lando line. Oh dear. Yeah, Lando. I think Lando's a fair label after that one. Jeez. Look. Oh no, I don't have an excuse to. The tyres were dead. And I killed them. Right, let's try some setup stuff, shall we? It is Screamlight. It's the heft, the magnitude of this wonderful machine is absolutely meaning the tyres are not lasting very long at all. Right. So, setup stuff. I'm all ears. That's what I can change from my suspension. Because I don't have the top level suspension. I think we've got the medium package, if I remember rightly. Front ride height to the max. And then drop the rear slightly. That seems extreme, but okay. Go to there. Is there a 20 more brake horsepower setting? I could press the button harder. Okay, I'll trust you. No, I'm you know, I'm with you on that. Slightly softer front springs. So I can't do spring rate. Do you want me to adjust dampers? And bring them down a couple, or are you wanting specifically spring rate? Yeah, no, don't have it unfortunately. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Red is a faster colour. And also, flames. Flames around the front wheels. That's an extra 10 brake horsepower. Tow, yeah, I've got some bad news. Well, some bad news about the toe. I can't do the toe either. I can do your dampers, I can do your camber angles, I can do your stabilizers. I got stabilizers for days. Toe, I can't do, I'm afraid. Okay, what do we got? What would you like me to do to the camber? I've got some bad news. I've been cheap is the bad news, essentially. $1.4. Copy. Do I adjust the rear? Question. Strategy? Question. How do I drive a car? Question. If there's a lot of rear slide mid corner, then increase the rear camber. Okay. We are checking. Thank you. That's all right. The fact that you seem to have some kind of cheat sheet for this, some kind of magical resource, is a godsend in itself. Okay, well, box for wets on lap 2. Got you. Right, let's see how this goes. And what I should actually focus on now is actually preserving these tyres and not hooning it. Oh, lower the rear. Okay, damn, sorry, I've only just seen that. Next time, we will lower further. Let's have a look. So there it is. Our big ride height adjusted beast. And let's just, I'm not going to throw it into the corners. Let's not do any big slides. Let's just wait, preserve, keep the tyres good. Obviously there are some corners, like this big long right-hander, we have to try and carry some speed through. In fact, I feel another Will Buxton quote incoming. See, the thing about racing is, you've got to go fast. Write that down, write that down. It's gold. The quicker you go, the more likely you are to be quicker than other people. Top tip. And it's also true, it's very true of Sonic as well, absolutely. Okay, pretty solid first lap. And I feel like I was pretty gentle on the tyres then. Car does feel a little bit better. Thank you, more wisdom tomorrow. God, I must admit, I did brake a little bit late there. Although I'd say the amount of that moved the car was a bit over dramatic, a bit of a Premier League footballer's dive, if you like, of a knock there. Barely touched him, ref. Guys, I want to brake a little bit earlier to save the tyres. Could you not? Please respect my racing line. It's okay. I don't mind still being amongst it as long as that front left isn't bright red by the end of the race. It's okay. Gonna tippy-toe it. We might just make it back into the lead. Now the important thing is not to get comfortable. And let's continue to drive with poise and grace. Look after those front tyres. This is it. It's absolutely the whole first you have to finish. What was Alain Prost's MO? Try and win the race in the slowest time possible. He was called the Professor. He can't have been dumb. Man knows what he's talking about. You no longer go for a gap, you're Lando Norris. I think I said this on, I don't know if it was the last stream of Gran Turismo or the one before, but Jesus Christ. I feel like he thought he was going to have such an easy year that he would be able to easily outperform Oscar, that the Red Bull would continue to go backwards, and he would just be able to kind of drive within himself to win. And the fact is, Max is closer, Oscar's now stepped it up. And his whole comment at the end of last year was, next year's my year. You're going to have to buckle down a little bit better than you have so far, Lando, if you're going to do it. Because Oscar's looked really good. Nice and gentle into one. Quite happy about the colour of those tyres. World's fastest millman. Lower the rear height to make the car's handling more responsive, or raise it to, and I will read the rest, to make it more floaty, but you should set it as low as possible. Okay. He's coming back at us. This is exactly the point the RX-7 came back at us, but I feel like we've got more left in the tyres. I think we've got more left in the tyres anyway, but I am going to kind of be a bit of a roadblock just so I can preserve. There we go. Power away down the main straight. That's okay. Apex, all good. Can see there's some general chat about Oscar versus Lando, and you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Oscar do it either. I wouldn't mind if Lando did it, but actually I kind of want Oscar to do it. I like his attitude, I like his style, I think he was really smart with how he overtook Max in Miami, which, you know, I criticised Miami a lot. Miami this time around wasn't half bad. I still think I still hate a lot of what it represents, but the race wasn't too bad. I wouldn't mind seeing him do it, to be fair. But it's such a long season. There can be ebbs and flows, plenty of them yet. And the car development race will play a part. Right, but let's focus on these final few corners. This is where the RX-7 is coming back. That front left is looking a lot healthier. We've done the tyre preservation job we needed to do. The RX-7 has a little look. Desperate lunge, I would say. Let's... Oh, we go a bit deep. Come on. Let's get the power down. And get this one out of the way. Beautiful. So we are an hour and 4 minutes into the stream, and we're finally going to win our first race of the night. You don't come for success on this channel, and if you do, that's very much a mistake on your part. Let's have a look at some. I still hope that Norris wins the championship, just to see the entire F1 community crying and screaming. Yeah, Norris is definitely feeling the pressure more than Oscar. And the DC comparison, Screamlight, I kind of see that. That's quite a good comparison. First, last, I reckon a Williams podium could happen. They've been looking really strong. Alex has been really good. Carlos is still working his way into the team, but it is his first season with them. No, I think you definitely helped. The car drove a lot better then, so I think it made it easy to look after the tyres. So we can tweak it even more. And Trial Mountain. I need to be a roadblock, mean 8th in a Lotus Caterham 2011. I remember those days in those games where you'd start with the lower team and you just had to be like, right, I'm in the position, and you could just literally create a queue so easily. So yeah, no one's coming by. Drop the rear. Let's do it. Oh, no, that's that. So just, yeah, all the way to the bottom. We were nearly at the bottom. Let's do that. Was there anything else before I move away? Or are we kind of stuck with my limitations? Was it just drop the rear? Which is my signature move in the club. It isn't. I don't go in the club. It's okay for now. Awesome. Let's do that. So this is the thing of having two good drivers fighting for the championship. Obviously, it's good for your constructors, but only up to a certain point, because they could start to trip over each other, and they could also cancel each other out for the drivers, especially when you have a third from another team that doesn't have that issue in terms of who's number 1 and who's number 2. Very close. So imagine, because again, McLaren still strategically haven't looked quite as sharp in certain places. Like Japan, still not sure why they stopped the cars in the order that they did. And you just think, well, if they're going to drop the ball and keep dropping the ball like that, operationally, and then you're going to have your two drivers taking points away from each other if they're still like both viable options for the championship, Max could just nick in still again. This feels pretty good, Apex. It feels alright. It's actually quite nice to handle. I've admittedly not spent the first lap thinking about the tyres though, but I didn't, if I recall, they weren't quite, well no, actually no, I did lose it on the final laps. So I think it's a similar issue. I think I do need to be careful of the tyres, otherwise they'll come back at me. If you can get to the lead and maybe just, you know, drop the pace a little bit, preserve, manage, look after, and we might be able to do this. Ooh, RX-7 coming back at us. It's alright. To the inside, to the lead. Good. Front right already yellow. Oversteer. I feel like a lot of the oversteer is feeling like that from when I kind of put the power down mid-corner and it's the rear tyres spinning up. If I kind of stay off throttle, it's alright. It doesn't feel too bad. Well, I always seem to find the oversteer through that corner in particular. Fly on the last turn to save the... Oh, there you go. I'll do it on the second to last turn. So I've just saved the rears a little bit. Right, come on. Not going to go as quick as we could do through Sector 1, because that would mean a lot of tyre screech. So let's just gentle. A nice drive in the mountains, perchance. I know you can't just say perchance. We've not yet. I mean, we're at least in the lead. Oh, God. But let's just now look after everything as much as we can. Yeah, front tyres. Got it. Okay. Healing Trophy. I don't like how Liberty Media have Americanized sense of fairness. Too franchise-driven, not enough sport. Yeah, I agree with that. I know. I know what you mean. Like, you've got this one argument of, you know, oh, it's great to have the field so close. But it does feel, yeah, very fabricated, I guess. But what isn't about the sport, really, at this point. I miss the back markers, basically. I miss the proper no-hopers that were able to turn up with a wing and a prayer and give it a go. We won't really see that again. Not while Liberty are in charge and they're pushing this model. Ah, Minardi indeed. And they've just been swallowed up by the bulls. Almost rolled it there. 0. I had it under control. And it didn't look like it was going to roll. I got it. It's fine. I may not have much control of the car, like, vertically, but horizontally, I am all over it. They're still with us, but at least we still have some tyres to fight them off with. Oh, we almost sent it then. Need to be careful. Okay, the tyres are orange coming into the final lap once again. That's okay. So we can just try and guide it round slowly. The front right's the problem this time, and the next two are probably the most important right-handers. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't the best, but it's okay. Oh, Miami to 2041 is just an insane, like, yeah, I have no thoughts on that. Like I say, the race wasn't too bad this year, but I'd still rather them just improve the cars so they can race around good circuits. Because Miami's not a good circuit. I don't care if Spa's boring. I want to stay at Spa. Stop alternating it. Right, there we go. A little bit of blocking. Through we go. It is a lump. But we get it across the line in first. Good, good, good. What new location would you like to see F1 go to they haven't been to before? Vietnam. Oh, God. No. That's a good question. The thing is, where is there a good circuit? Because they're purpose-building circuits for them, and a lot of the new purpose-built circuits have not been great. So where, I don't know where to go that would just be a good track. I don't want another like purpose-built street circuit. Toto. He's on the phone now. I'll call him back. I'll call Toto back later. Got to win this one first, though. I agree, Robin. There are absolutely tracks that would, like, Sepang and Hockenheim, get them back. Turkey, probably still... Turkey's wide. Turkey would still work. Brazil, I'm not sure what is the new project for South Africa. Because I thought they were still trying to go back to Kyalami. Were they going somewhere else now? Quite right, Helium Trophy. For the value, €95 for WEC at Spa. Just to be fair, the value of any other racing series. Go see British touring cars. You get 3 championship rounds in a day and then loads of other races. It's insane. Oh, Nigeria. The street circuit for South Africa. Oh, God. No. Cape Town. I'm tired, guys. Why? Why are we doing this? Kyalami exists. And again, would Kyalami be good with these, you know, with these cars? Stop making street circuits, I beg of you. Yeah, exactly, Screamlight. £55 for an entire weekend of racing. You might get a hot dog for that at F1. Extra for the sauce, though, of course. They're not made of money. Okay. So this was the first one we tried. Let's see if we can do it now with our improved car, with improved setup. Oh. Ooh. Very close to over-rotating it through the corkscrew there. We're all right. We get away with that one. There we go. Let's try and not send it off into the gravel. Tried to create a bit of a gap, but I've unsettled him for the exit. Look at that big brain strategy coming in. Up to third. Oh dear. Can't believe he got back round me. That's a bit annoying. I think we should be able to do him here, though. Just try not to, again, lean on the tyres. He's got, yeah. It's okay. It's all about looking after the tyres at this point. There we go. Send that one on up to the RX-7 again. Now, I'd very much prefer to be in the position of getting ahead and then saving tyres rather than trying to keep up and save and then have to do a late attack. So see if we can get this move done sooner rather than later. That's it, just drifting it in there. Oh no, I'm gonna take up that little piece of tarmac. Thank you. Not quite this time. Well, me and the RX-7 seem to be taking off at the moment. Not quite. Oh! Spun up the rears again, but final corner. If we're close enough, final corner's the one. That's it. Okay. 2 laps to go. Let's keep the lead, but keep some rubber on the tyres if we can. Come on. We can do it. You're right, Apex. Third gear is very long. I could probably do most of the lap in third gear. Oh, the The RX-7 has got the run out of there because I'm doing the lap in third gear. Down to second for this one. Ooh, bit of a broad slide. And look at that, the tyres are basically yellow coming into the final lap. That's even better. In a very good shape for this last lap. That lap was 2 seconds slower than the previous one, just showing how much we are trying to look after the tyres. So we have something to fight with. And despite us looking after the tyres and not really hooning it around, it feels like we're actually starting to build up a gap. Dare I say we're actually managing the tyres better than the AI for once. I don't know why I dare say that, because look who's back. Never mind. Forget I said that. Right, we have the grip. Don't know why I went down. Why did I go to first? Why on earth did I go to first? Oh my god, I nearly threw it away then. Jesus. Oh. Oh. Thing is, a tank just steamrolled the RX-7. To be fair, I basically just had to. Jesus. Oh. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a Mazda? It was a Mazda. The automatic, good times. Right, I'm actually going to save a replay because I need to do thumbnails for next time. I always like to have one, and that was a decent battle with the RX-7. So, we shall call it, where? Because that's all we cared about for the majority of that particular competition. But we are through. Let's see what we can win. Oh, it's interesting. Oh. So, I mean, I like this car, but I already have this car. Is this the limited edition version? Is this the, nearly called it Inertial D then, Initial D Special Edition? We do have one, yes. Hello, Tor. Yes, it's because I've just won a prize car, which usually means I've won a car I already own. So, yeah, is it the SS version I've just won? Yeah, there we go. It's the SS version, whereas obviously down here we have the E023, which we did everything with. What a beauty. 880 brake horsepower. What's the SS version got? The SS version has more brake horsepower, and also It is the, excuse me, the Shigeno version. It's the classic. It's worth 125,000 credits. Oh, part of me was thinking about keeping it because it's the true, exactly. It's the Trueno. But 125,000 credits. Exactly, first last. I just want them all to be like, I want them all to be together, you know? But the fact that I am winning a second of every car, it does give you a little bit of deja vu, if you will. If you get the reference. I'm not singing it. Deja vu! No, sorry. Not doing it. I can't. I've got 250k in the bank. I don't need to sell that. It's got more power than Hour of One, so I'm going to keep them both. Logic be damned. I've made my ruling. Right, where do we go next? That's the question. So, 90 minutes in, we've won one competition. Look, Jimmy Broadbent doesn't have rights to deja vu. Okay? No. It's not all his. Right. So have we done all of these now? I think we've done all the drivetrain challenges, which is pretty good. I can feel my voice dying very slowly. Might have to pop a Strepsil in. Okay. Do I look at the European Championship again? Razor, now that I'm thinking, are you scared about the Indy race on PS1? Yeah, it's nearly time for the Indy 500, isn't it? Which does mean I'm going to go back and try and complete the PS1 Triple Crown on Indy 500. Might do it as a stream this year, so you can watch the madness really take hold. Because I had to edit that video down so much last year, and it was still very long, and there were so many attempts. It might be a lot of fun to do as a stream. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think it might be nigh on impossible. But we're going to try. So we might do that as a stream, which should be a lot of fun. I don't know what I'm doing the weekend of the Indy 500, but if on one of the evenings on that weekend I'll stream that. That'd be fun to do. European Championship, will the CLK cut it? I'm not sure. There's also the German touring car. We'll try Europe. I don't know what... Like, is it German touring cars in that, I'm assuming? And are we going to be good enough? I know at least what the deal is with these. Let's pop some new oil in the car and let's go around Monaco as our reference point and see how we can do in the European Championship. German Touring Car Championship is good for money. Do you know what? Do you remember what cars are in it? Oh god, Jesus Christ. Ragged the shit out of that. Are you going to break the machine? Probably. It's going to break my soul. A horrible, horrible game. And it will be a lot of fun to do it again. Oh dear. Aubrey, that is... naughty. Disgusting. Right. So do you think it is DTM cars? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try the European Championship. Well, not the whole thing first. Let's see how it does at Monaco, and then we might try the whole thing. What's worse, the indie game or F198? F198 is objectively a worse game because it's buggy and broken. And ironically, it is an easier game to play than Indy, but at least with Indy 500, the game doesn't seem broken. I think it cheats. The Indy 500 game absolutely cheats and makes it very difficult for you to win on the hardest difficulty. But, and exactly as KD says, the Indy 500 game was complete. No real bugs that I can see. So it's actually quite a solid game. It may be difficult, it may be frustrating, but it is what it is. Whereas F198 is as I can't remember who put the comment on one of the videos, but it is just a load of bugs in a trench coat. It just is. So yeah, F198 is worse, but Indy 500 is much more frustrating. It is indeed a Zonda and a Clio together. The dream team at last. To be honest, the first few times we did this, the Zonda wasn't here. I've only just realised that surely that Zonda's just going to take off, right? What? Okay, let's see how this goes. We've got the power immediately to get us up. Oh, and look, no tyre wear. That's nice. We don't have to worry about that. So it's the Zonda from the Clio. The Clio keeping pace with the Zonda. Gran Turismo, the real driving simulator. So we're going to hopefully power past the Clio in our Merc. And there we go. The Zonda's got a chance to open the taps up a little bit now, but it clearly has no braking or turning. He says, crashing into a wall. I guess who else doesn't have braking or turning? This guy. For the first part of the lap, the Zonda was just like, oh, I've got this. And then it's seen me coming and taken off. It's freaking gone now, hasn't it? Jesus. Okay, so what's the gap to the Zonda after one lap? 4 seconds, which, to be honest, is not really surprising. But are we actually going to reel in the Zonda over the first part of the lap because it's that bad at corners? And then it will kind of build up its gap again through the harbour. See, I don't remember the Zonda being here in any of our previous efforts with this. So, for me, if the Zonda's not going to be here, the CLK will be enough. But if the Zonda is going to be here, I've got a bloody chance. It's a Zonda. God. Turning time round the Lowe's hairpin of about 2 to 5 business days. I mean, it's a fair point, Sweet Meister lad, but I don't think... I think, even without that, we might struggle. Go roll it through there. Not enjoying putting the power down in this thing. Well, the gap is holding it at about 4.5 at the minute. Oh, stop flipping spinning up the rears, man. Okay. Zonda gap 4.8. Just exit if the Zonda shows up. That might be the way to do it. But that would make it... This is the thing about, look at the dots on like the mini-map. It's not even like it would be a good championship then, because I'm so far ahead of everyone else, but obviously just so far behind the Zonda. It's just a bit silly. Why are you here, my guy? You're like a professional turning up to amateur events. Just sod off. Oh, the Zonda's here. Oh. Dickhead. You're right there, just full send. Christ. I'll be honest, I'm not enjoying driving this Merc around Monaco either. Okay, through Anthony Nogues one last time. Ugh, rubbish. Well, not rubbish. We've battered everyone else. We just got battered by the Zonda. Gears are way too long. And a diff. I just don't want to put loads of money in this CLK because I don't really like it. But it's probably the most cost-effective thing we can do because we've already put a decent amount of money in it. Sorry, of course, for licensing reasons, it is, of course, Côte d'Azur. There's no Monte Carlo here. A Zonda driven by Lance Stroll so we can experience winning something. It might be him next season. Who knows? So, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Keithy P, who comments a lot on this particular series that I was speaking to. And correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone has said this themselves, but he owned a silver Lotus Elise, and he requested get a silver Lotus Elise at some point. And part of me thinks the silver Lotus Elise for this competition would be quite fun, because I like the Lotus Elise. How much is a Lotus Elise? But the thing is, it's obviously still going to need money in it, because it's not going to be as quick as a Zonda. But it would be more fun to try and soup up to beat a Zonda than that CLK executive business class thing. Apex, you seem to be coming round to the idea. The Zonda ain't all that. So we've got the Elise 190. I mean, I could buy a Motorsport Elise. I'm ignoring all New Beetle references, guys. I hope you understand this. I'm not entertaining a New Beetle. Ever. Top Gear top tip, if you need a slick car that is capable of handling a tight, twisty circuit like Côte d'Azur, buy a Zonda. The Motorsport Elise. That's quite fun. I mean, let's be honest. The standard Elise is half the price. Well, just over half the price. But then with upgrades... Let's just have a little... Oh no, I just want to see the spec. Oh, that thing looks like a beast. Yeah, that would be the one. I don't have racing tyres on the CLK. No, we did the one previous competition with just the sports tyres. 200 brake horsepower, 3.4. Yeah, British Racing Green. And again, Lotus Racing Green. 190 brake horsepower. Tell you what, those stats aren't too different in terms of power. It's just an extra bit of downforce. Okay, so I need to run out of Argentina. 670 kilograms. What was the other one? Let's have a check. It's lighter. The other one's lighter. Comparing the specs, I'm actually now I mean, that looks great. It's a brilliant looking car. But I actually think it might be more cost effective to do this one. Power to weight ratio is 3.5. In the other, it's only 3.4. There's not that much of a difference. I'm getting the Elise. I know I said I'd get it in silver for Keithy P. If it was Keithy P that said that comment, I'm having a brain fart. But I've got to go Lotus Racing Green. I'm sorry. It has to be done. Yeah. It's Racing Green. It has to be done. Right, let's do this. And let's pop a couple of upgrades in. Beautiful. Let's get in the car. So, I think as a bare minimum, we need to throw on some sports tyres. Fine. I think... I mean, the car's pretty light. Power and suspension. Yep, with you on that. Do I do fully customised this time around? I've got the cash at the minute, and hopefully we will make it back. Let's hope I don't regret this and put myself into, like, financial ruin again, but sod it. We've got the money, let's use it. And then I'm not going to go insane on power to begin with. We'll do this in the racing chip. You know what I'm like. Make it literally float. Get the Motorsport Elise 2 and paint it black and gold. Oh, I see, that's good. I can't say I have played Lotus Challenge, actually, KD. Might be one to add to the list. Yeah, true, can always sell one of the other cars. Right. Part of me wanted to put a spoiler on it. But I don't actually think you can you? Can you put spoilers on the car in this game? It's not going to be engine and exhaust, it's not going to be drivetrain. So it would only be others. Oh. Let's just see how this is anyway, as it is for now. The Elise 190. Let's go back to Côte d'Azur. Thank you for the reminder. Yep, I would have completely forgotten to not turn those off. That was the handling bad. Okay. You're not selling Lotus Challenge. Right, immediately. Across we go. Oh, that's cool, Sweetmeister. I was very harsh on Gran Turismo 5 when it first came out. After the long wait between Gran Turismo 4, which, you know, Gran Turismo 4 is Gran Turismo 4. It's amazing, and probably regarded as the best one in the series. I think it probably is. From memory, anyway. I'm saving playing it, because once we get through this, that's obviously next. Okay, noted Apex. Yeah, we'll give it a try and see what the base can do. No Zonda. DB7 is... Oh, no, sorry, there is a Zonda at the top. DB7 here as well. That should be interesting. Yeah, I was very harsh on Gran Turismo 5 because there was a big wait between Gran Turismo 4 and Gran Turismo 5. Gran Turismo 4 was obviously incredible. And then in between then, I filled the gap with Forza games. And then when Gran Turismo 5 came out, I thought there was a perceived lack of development compared to what Forza was doing with like its damage model. And it just felt like I just wasn't enjoying it as much as like the previous edition. However, I bought it again over this Christmas just gone. Started playing it again and was like, actually, I was wrong. It's a hell of a lot of fun. The career mode has still got a really good like structure to it. There's loads of like stuff to do. You've obviously got like Top Gear and NASCAR in there as well, and lots of like weird challenges and cool things. Yeah, it's great, and obviously really good circuit list, really good car list. Fabulous game. I over-hated it when it came out initially. I actually think it's very, very good. The one issue I do have, which is the issue with both of the PS3 entries of Gran Turismo, is the screen tearing. And there's nothing you can do about it. That you just get aliasing and screen tearing, even if you kind of change the graphics settings, which obviously it's the PlayStation. Wow. Just Carl Wendler did that. Excuse me. Let's try and focus a little bit. Too busy talking about Gran Turismo. But yeah, the graphics, they tried to push the PS3 too hard, and I'd rather they just had the graphics look a little less shiny, but then the screen didn't tear as you turned corners. Okay, let's focus, because I need to actually think about like how well this car drives. I think you're right, Apex, in terms of power. Oh, £2 at CEX is an absolute bargain, Sweetmeister, definitely. I am going to break the machine at this point. I think I probably have broken the machine. And myself. Right, let's see if we can catch up. So the Zonda's gone. Bye, Zonda. Now we're going to try and catch up with the Jag. Oh, it's not a Jag. It's the DB. It's the DB9, isn't it? Although at the time, it basically was copied by Jag. Yeah, it's the DB. Oh, it's the 7 Coupe, isn't it? That's definitely the one, or one that was copied by Jaguar a lot. Okay, yeah, we do need a bit of power. I think we've still got enough to beat these guys. If we can get past. The Clio and the DB7 Vantage fighting it out, as you'd expect. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, a bit more power. Definitely need more power. In fairness, let's see how much power the CLK had in it. Ooh. And then we kind of know what the gap is between this and that. But obviously at the minute we're further away from the Zonda, but I'm having a much more fun time driving this car because it feels nimble and not a tank, basically. Oh, I like this. We can be coming back to this for sure. Do think we'll need to do brakes as well then if we're putting in a lot more power. Okay, so basically the same net result, but a much more enjoyable experience for me, personally. So I'm fine with that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Have we shut the gap to the Zonda at all? No, fine. Definitely need a bit of power. Let's have a look. Catch up with some stuff. I was thinking about getting all the Colin McRae dirt games as we've lost Cody Southern and their rally output, so I can just play them all. Yeah, it is a shame what's happened to Cody's. It's basically been gutted, hasn't it? Yeah. EA being EA. Sweetmeister, I know what you mean. Sometimes you want to just jump in and play a game with a bit of depth, but obviously some of the newer ones you kind of just feel like there's so much to have the proper experience. You have to learn quite a lot. I always think about FIFA, because FIFA feels like there's so much more you can do in terms of play, not just like team management, but also like how you play the game, compared to when growing up it was just like, oh well, you've got like lob and pass and cross and shoot and that's it. Whereas the level to entry now is like, oh well, you're done for if you don't know a good lofted through ball. Yeah, Cody's likely to be gone at the end of the year. Yeah, Cody's hasn't felt like Cody's for a while though, since EA took it. I've heard good things about the WRC game though, apparently. Yeah, Nicky Grist as well on the pace notes. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, FIFA. The last FIFA I played was 19, but even by that point, it had become very copy paste. And that was when I stopped, effectively, with FIFA. And then, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I still have FIFA 13 and FIFA 14 and go back to them. 12 was, yeah, that little run. I think from like 09 to maybe like 14, 15 at a push. Those were good. Right. Power and speed. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Oh, excuse me. Just checking my backup screen to make sure everything's working, and then I broke it. Not very smart. Okay, right. Do we go turbo? I think we have to. Hang on. I was going to check. So the CLK had, or still has, 405 brake horsepower. And we have just over half. Okay. There's room. There's room to expand. Turbo. So that will get us up to 244. To quote Davina McCall, fancy another one? Shit. Let me have another one. Let me do another stage. Oh. Shit. Alright. Intercooler as well. I don't think I could do the intercooler, could I? Yeah, I can't do it. Whoops. Okay. I didn't think you could do naturally aspirated and turbo. Thank you. You can put that at the top of like my TED talk. Shit. Not NA, not naturally aspirated. It takes off the turbo. Okay, yeah, this is it. I thought you couldn't. So why are we stuck? Port polish. We might not have enough power here. We might be a bit stuck, forgetting the actual power we need. Because what does that add? It doesn't. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I can't find the nitro. That's the unfortunate thing. Hello, some dude that likes wrestling. I tried to put in some turbos, and I could only put in one turbo. I cannot install this in my current car. I can only have one stage of turbo, which is unfortunate. Can't do any intercooler. So it means we're only going to be able to put so much power into it. Which means we might be a bit stuck. But there is another way to make it quicker, and that's your friend and mine, weight reduction. Well, you say that, but the 100k car had around the same amount of power. So it wasn't that much different. So we'll do 268. And we will do weight balancing. We're spending a lot of money on this car. Spending a lot of money on this car, and I do think actually maybe I should have just upgraded the CLK, but it's fine. We're going to have more fun driving this car. Let's see what the specs are now. Look at that, 2.2 power to weight ratio, 596 kilograms. Tyres. Did I put that? Do we think sports like the full-on racing tyres? What do we do? I mean, there's no tyre wear. Is that how it works? Like, because the race doesn't have tyre wear on, could I buy the super softs and have loads of grip, but there won't be tyre wear, so I won't have any of the... Or will it bring me a tyre wear meter because I'm picking these? Because I've never tried this in a race that doesn't have tyre wear in. Just buy the Zonda. I'm going to go with the medium then. So we're now on to 101,000. I've spent a lot of money. But we've got a turbo in it, so I might be able to run it in the turbo competition later on. Maybe. Can you put a wing on it? I don't think there was any. I couldn't find a wing. Anyway, I'll look again for the wing. I couldn't find it when we looked before. Yeah, I feel like there isn't wings in this. I don't think you can put wings on it in this game. Are there any settings I need to change with all these new parts I've put in it? So we've not done anything. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do the ride height adjustment from the other one. Every little helps. Anything else worth doing, Apex, while I'm here, do you think? Because I would raise... I'll raise the rear slightly for an MR car. A bit more camber, 1.4, okay. Excellent. Anything else? Oh, just a few clicks. Okay, fine. Let's do. So that was the base. So it's 73. So we'll do, yeah, 76. Fine. Okay. It's certainly a car. Was that a Supra? Let's have a look. The Griffith, with the S4 Clio Sport, the TT. Right, let's see how good this is. Oh, and no Zonda. That's a good part. I was just about to say. There is no Zonda. Here we go. How quick is it? It's pretty quick. Feels pretty good. I think we'll lead before Mirabeau. Maybe into Mirabeau. Okay. The question is, would we do the Zonda in this? Because this is pretty nippy. Excuse me. It's nippy if I can stay out the wall. I reckon we could beat the Zonda in this. Am I deluded? Because I feel like the Zonda is properly cumbersome through the corners. Whereas this is, sure, not as quick, but it's now nippy, light, and got very good handling. This might be good. So remember, the Zonda was about 12 seconds clear of the pack by the end of the race. And we're 4 seconds clear after lap 1. 4 times 3, quick maths. In theory, we should be quick enough. To stick with the Zonda. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that Apex, because it is properly sluggish in the lower gears. Part of me doesn't really want to spend too much more money, and I want to see if maybe we can do it without. Round to back. Although it's probably not called to back in this game. Round Tibet. Through the jacuzzi section. Into Roscoss. Through Tony Noggin. Down into St Francis of Assisi for turn 1. Because of course this is Côte d'Azur. Except no substitutes. Okay, we're good. It is fun to drive, to be honest. It is much better than having to hurl around that god-awful CLK. Oof. fucking hell. Although, that wasn't the best bit of cordering, but... I don't think we're quite going to make the 12 seconds that I said we'd do. If I can have a clean final part of this lap, I reckon 10 is on. That was a little better. There we go. Oh, not bad. Monaco. Monte Carlo. First last, I've already done one tiny temper CLK compressor just in case that don't impress her, because I don't think it would impress her. Not at all. And also, I said when I quoted Tiny Temper the last time, I said it was going to be the last time. But it does run through my head every time I think about the CLK. You know, he never got to fly on the Concorde. He's been Southampton, but he's never been to Scunthorpe. Soon he'll be the king like Prince Charles' child. Mental. Pass Out by Tiny Temper. Download your copy today. Right, let's stop losing our mind and let's give this championship a go. I think we give it a go and see what happens. Lyrical genius, indeed. Thanks for covering, guys. It's definitely some other location on the Riviera. Let's not think about it too much. Okay, Rome Special Stage Route 5, Grand Valley Speedway, Rome Circuit. So at least there's no test course where the Zonda could just drive away. We might have a chance. You keep saying that. At some point I will do Moreno on Newman Haas. At some point I want to go back to F1 95 and do the season again with that. Yeah, I know, excellent. Clutch, flywheel and gearbox. Do we try it and see where we end up? I've spent a lot of money. I'm going to be cheap. I'm sorry. Oh, just clutch and flywheel. I'm still going to be cheap, sorry. There's no Zonda. Incredible. So I wonder what would be there in its place. There's a CLK. Imagine if we get beaten up by a CLK now, after all that. VX220, quite possibly, will be the one we'll be fighting. But we might have enough here. After all that, we've prepared for a car that hasn't shown up. After all the nonsense with the super auto backs and the other JGTC car that was there, now we've actually got a little bit of luck. Oof. Oh my god! So the car that's low to the ground, don't attack curbs. Please stay away from the curbs, so you confirm. Question? Okay, let's try again. Has Jochen Mass died? Oh, damn. Those aren't curbs. Was it a couple of days ago? See, this is how unplugged I've been from stuff. I didn't hear about that. Oh, I tell you what. The handling is the thing. We've got okay power now. Oh, flipping heck. Stay off the curbs. But actually, handling we could do alright. Why do I keep going for that curve? Stop it. Okay. Okay, just keep braking. I'm sure that was slow enough. Right. Whew, not bad. So I reckon if we just stay off the curbs, he says going straight onto another curb. Fucking idiot. We should be able to do this one. I think in terms of straight line speed, us and the VX220 are pretty evenly matched. It is just about utilising our handling advantage, because look at the big power slides this guy's getting in the corner. So, to the inside of the final corner. Oh, he's going to definitely try and force us on this curb. Oh, I'll tell you what, clutch and flywheel doesn't sound like such a bad idea now. Come on. You shit. That's alright. He's going to have the power to kind of come back at us. He is quicker. So we are going to have to do it on cornering. Which means we're doomed. No, it's fine. We should be able to do this. I do have to concentrate, though. Certainly not one where the car's going to do all the work. Just the tidy final two corners needed, and we should be okay. Let's do it. God, it did start to close in then. Oh, absolutely destroyed itself trying to catch up with us. But we're okay. Yeah, the VX220 is just an Elise, isn't it? But just a bit uglier. Original. Always imagine the original. Always chat. No. Always. I don't know what I'm trying to say. With the original is the best. There we go. We win 10 points. I must be dehydrated. Right, let's crack on. A bit of money back in the bank already. That's nice to see. Herman the German, as James Hunt affectionately called him. Words are hard. They are. They're difficult. Right. quite a few twisty sections in Special Stage Route 5, we should be okay. If I can do them. Christ. Life comes at you fast. And so does braking cars, apparently. Oh, wow, the VX220 is already trying to steam away. Let's get past the Clio. And here we go. Battle resumed. Ooh, got a weird bit of lag then. Hope everyone is still alive. Ooh, good grip through that final corner. Tyres helping us out there. And the suspension. The VX220 just have the measure of us on the straight. We're going to have to make sure we are leading out of that final corner if we want to win this one. So, oof. I nearly killed myself, but I didn't kill myself quite as much as the Vauxhall. There we go. Right, let's just take this part clean. We've managed to neutralise the big straight. God, I could have taken that last little section a little bit better. That's where we want to build the time, really. How quickly is this going to come back at us now? I think we're safe enough at this point. Yeah, okay. Should be doable. Oversteery on entry. A little bit, yeah. I love how that's just the method that the VX220 takes. It's, I'm going to brake with this wall. Power through. Let's go. That was textbook. Oh, I got a random bit of disconnection there. My chat got disconnected. Are you guys still there? Is everyone still alive? Hello. Did everyone die for a second? Because apparently my chat got disconnected. Still alive. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Same mini disconnection. Okay. Tor is dead. R.I.P. Yeah, bit oversteery. We could do with fixing that. We at least have a lead of 8 points going into the next round. Build up that cash. Make the Elise earn its keep. This is good. Have I ever played the... Yeah, I have played the 2010 World Cup game. I quite enjoyed that one, if I remember rightly. Oh, I'm going to expose myself now. 2010 was South Africa, right? Am I remembering that as the right one? If it was South Africa, then I think I have, yes. Right. Let's have a look at fixing some issues. Yeah, I did. I quite enjoyed that game. It was fun. Reduce oversteer on corner entry. So stiffer front bound, softer rear rebound. So what, by just a click, a couple of clicks, how much we talking? Indeed, the Vuvuzela, the Shabalala moment is just brilliant. Absolute classic. Softer rear. So 7 front, 3 rear. Okay. Stiffer front bound, softer rear rebound. Have I done that right? Or have I just changed something back to the wrong thing? What's wrong with me? Oh, God. 3 on rear, but rear bound as well. Okay, got you. Thank you. I don't remember a lot of the music from that game, but I do remember Waving Flag. When I get older, I'll be a waving flag. Thank you, Apex, as ever. No, that's okay. It's because there's also a little bit of delay as well, so I kind of do it and then go, what do you think? And then the internet, the miracle of the internet works. Right. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I loved the Wipeout games, Aubrey. They were a lot of fun. Right. Well, that felt pretty good. We managed to get up to the Vauxhall in almost super quick time. Oh, excuse me, just deciding to test the off-road capabilities of the Elise, apparently. Oh, look at that. It's struggling to go wide, although I then cut it a little bit tight on the inside. Why am I drawn to the curbs in this car? Don't know why. Ooh, wow, okay. Still feel like I'm fighting a little bit of entry oversteer. So we might need to go a little bit more. Yes, definitely still fighting entry oversteer. But we can stabilise it a lot better than the VX220, it seems. And that gives us a chance to go into the lead. He's going to cut back at us. We're going to cut back at him. And we hold our ground and we go into the lead. And we lose the lead. Big straight. Ah, big straight, big straight. Ooh, but I think he... Oh, excuse me. I think he does hit his top speed. And then I hit him and just push him out of the way. A little bump and run into one. Why do... Stay away from the goddamn curbs, man. He says touching another one and absolutely sideways ingot, which is definitely how you say that. Yeah, I think there's definitely more oversteer. There's still more oversteer issues. Let's address those. Okay, yeah, that seems about right. Since we are talking about games based on big events, I absolutely used to love the Winter and Summer Olympics games they did. The MVP remains Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, of course, but the official ones were a lot of fun. Beijing 2008, absolute banger of a game. Loved it. Just loved doing all the random different events. Trying to get any random nation up the medal table. Loads of fun. I had Nagano 94 on the SNES. Excellent. Oh, bloody hell. Stop touching the curbs, man. I've never played 2020, but no, 2008 was great. Loved 2008. So I enjoyed the PS1 Champions League games, because they felt very different to obviously what the FIFAs were. But then, like, when you had the PS2 ones, they were also EA Sports, so they were kind of like sort of FIFA-y, but also not. Olympics 96. Never had that one, played it at other people's houses. I also remember someone, I don't know what Olympics it was, but they had a Winter Olympics game for the Nintendo 64. Whichever game, whichever Olympics that was, I have fond memories of playing that at someone's house and trying to be good at ski jumping. Which I don't think I was. Okay, getting used to that a little bit more throughout this final lap. But yeah, definitely some little tweaks we can make. But so far we have the measure of the VX220. If I remember rightly, we've got 2 rounds to go, I think. But not bad. The brief the brief period where Pro Evo was better than FIFA. Yes. PES 3, 4, 5 and 6. That was the era. And I think it is about those years as well, KD. 04 and 06. Pro Evolution Soccer's 3 through 6 were amazing. And they were just better. 100%. FIFA got it back. from like I think probably 08, 09 onwards. But yeah, through a period of the mid-noughties, PES was just so good. I remember I got back FIFA 2004 because I had fond memories of it. And it's not very good. The gameplay's not very good. I just remember the vibes. I remember the soundtrack, Red Morning Light by Kings of Leon, Fool's Gold, Stone Roses, and the fact that there were lower league teams in it for the first time. But then outside of that, the gameplay wasn't very good. Yeah, I think Be a Pro mode was the thing that got me and my friend to try FIFA again. And then they kind of got the full team stuff working as well. Oh god, I had David Beckham soccer, and it wasn't very good. But because obviously David Beckham's thing was being good at set pieces, they made the set pieces ridiculous, so you could just absolutely rifle in insane free kicks, which for a while was quite fun, but completely mental. Can't say I remember Mega Man Soccer though, Aubrey. Don't think I ever played that one. Right, race 4. It's 4 of 5, I think. So I think we have this. And, oh, Christ, not even paying attention. Increase rear camber. We'll do it for Monaco. Sorry, not Monaco. Definitely not Monaco. We'll do it for Côte d'Azur. Okay. Actua Soccer 3 only had Robbie Williams on the soundtrack. Let me entertain you on a loop for hours. What that does remind me of is, who remembers the original song Robbie Williams did for FIFA 2000 called It's Only Us? I actually thought it's actually alright, to be honest. Maybe it's just because I have, you know, it was the intro music and I have memories associated with watching, like, booting up the game for the first time. Oh. Okay. The X220, 4 seconds clear after lap 1. And I blame talking about Robbie Williams. This might be too much to kind of pull back in. Let's see what we can do. FIFA, okay, so FIFA 98 was my first FIFA game, so I have very fond memories of that. Blur Song 2, it's just, you know, mint. And then there was, like, I don't know what it was, but there was like a sort of electronic track that was on the soundtrack that I loved. I can't remember many else from it off the top of my head, but I do remember liking the soundtrack. Add that to the curb moments list. I've got an issue with staying off the curbs. It was the same in the bloody wet season playthrough of Formula 1 on the PS1. Stay off the curbs. Oh no, he's touched a curb. Okay, I think we might have to concede this one. But I think we'll still be in the lead. We might even still have won the championship by this point. I'm not sure where we're at mathematically. I just know we've been pretty solid. See if we can just pull in the gap a little bit. Gap was at 8 seconds. Down to 6. Yeah, I was too busy talking about football soundtracks. Probably could have minimised things a little bit earlier. But oh well, at least we are still in the dominant position in the championship. We'll check in a second to see if we've already won it going into Monaco. Yeah, that final lap much quicker. Down to 5 seconds from 8 at the start of the lap. Improving the aero by knocking bits off the car. It didn't work quite well enough. Should have started hitting the wall sooner, I think. So camber and stiffer rear stab. Okay. So we are 8 points clear going into the final race. So it's not over, but we're in a very good position. So that's okay. Let's go. Let's do the setup. Setup, setup. Don't go racing. Setup. That's what we need. God, I looked down and was thinking... I looked down and it was an hour and a half into the stream. Looked down again, we were an hour and 53 minutes into the stream. I was like, oh, okay. Looked down again, we've suddenly gone 2 hours and 40. Where's that gone? Jeez, that's crazy. Okay, camber and stiffer rear stabilizer. So what am I doing with the camber? I'll do stiffer rear stabilizer first, hang on. Camber and stiffer rear stabilizer. So what, to 5, I'm guessing? And then just a 5, cool. Camber angle. What am I doing with the camber angle? Time flies when you're hugging curbs. They're good to me, you know. But they're not good to me, actually. They're terrible. Genuinely awful. 1.8 rear camber. Okay. Let's go with that. Hello, Jose. Hope you're well. We're doing okay. We've completed the FR challenge. And then we've bought a Lotus Elise. And we are doing the European Championship. We are dueling with a VX220. Final race of the championship, and we are 8 points clear. So let's see if we can win it, shall we? What a question to throw in ahead of the finale. Opinions on beans on toast. So I would go for beans and cheese on toast. So you'd have the beans, then grate some cheese on the top of it. Like it. When it comes to beans versus cheese on toast, I think I also would prefer cheese on toast, and that is outdone, of course, by the cheese toasty, which there is a difference. First last, that is a mantra that you could pretty much use in life. Without cheese, it's not worth it, honestly. You can apply that to most things. And we go full send into the Nouvelle Chicane. Do you, however, put Worcester sauce through it? I have done, but it's not a staple. But it has been done before. Look, if you dare to ask a British person about cheese on toast, beans on toast, cheese on toast, beans on toast, or Greggs for that matter, shit's going to get deep pretty fast. Well, enjoy, KD. Marmite or Vegemite? I don't know what I feel about Marmite, really. I don't think I've ever had Vegemite. Or I might have. I don't think I like Vegemite, actually, come to think of it. I liked Marmite flavoured crisps when they were a thing, but I don't think I like Marmite. Yeah. The slogan of like, Marmite was you either love it or hate it. And that was usually true, but I feel like I'm just like, yeah, I'm not a big fan. Don't hate it. I'm just not a big fan. Sweaty test. I understand the opinion that might be a preferred snack, if you will. Yorkshire tea, Tetley, or PG tips. I think Yorkshire edges it. I think it's Yorkshire, PG tips, and no. Yorkshire, Tetley, and PG tips in that order. I think that's what I would go. Oh, we Twinings. We have a connoisseur. Connoisseur here. Do like an English breakfast, you know. My partner is an English breakfast fan. I'll take any old tea bag. See, look at that. The power of talking about beans on toast and tea, and we're winning without even thinking about it. Just need to lean into my powers. Quick, someone bring me a steak bake, and then we're absolutely gonna smash it. Ooh, overcooked it into the swimming pool then a little bit. No need to rush. All is under control. It's not a complete gold all the way through. Just Rome reverse missing out. But the Elise earns a big chunk of its money back. And it's fun to drive. And I reckon we can use it in some other stuff as well. So not too shabby at all. Job done. Fruit flavoured teas. I don't mind. There are some fruit flavoured teas I don't mind. There was one tea that's not a fruit flavoured tea, but it was a tea that tasted like jam on toast. It didn't. It tasted, it like had a bit of fruitiness to it. I suppose it kind of did, but it was nice. It was quite nice, is what I was trying to say. Excellent work. We win by 12 points. Screamlight. What am I reading here? I don't enjoy Greggs. There are other better high street bakeries. Wow. The Morrison's hot counter is fabulous. I do agree with you, but I'm not with you on Greggs. I'm sorry. I love a Greggs. Again, partner is more of the Greggs lover than me. She's a connoisseur. But I do like to partake. This is it, Greggs. Greggs, if you're watching. Once every year I get a video that does numbers, and then the rest is pretty low. But even still, that's better than nothing. So come and subscribe, come and sponsor. Right. Trophy and prize time. How much do we win? 20k. That makes me feel less bad about the amount of money I've spent on the Elise. So that's alright. What do we end up with? Ooh, there's some nice looking cars there. That one at the back looks good. The one to the left looks good. What's this? It's another fucking Skyline. It's another... I mean, it looks like a better Skyline. It might be actually quite good. But the fact that it's already a Skyline... It's quite a nice... I like the colour, to be honest. Another Godzilla. Or is this one technically not Godzilla? I'm not sure. I'm not doing anything first last. This is ridiculous. There was what looked like to... I'm sure that was like a Dodge Viper in the back. Shit. Okay, let's see how this compares. So it's the Spec 2 R34 in Aurora Effect, not Bayside Blue, Aurora Effect. We could have had a Viper. Wow, Micro Machines V3, I was playing that a few months ago. Absolute childhood classic, Micro Machines V3. It felt like a lot of work for very little reward, though, so I stopped playing it, so I know what you mean. Could have had a Viper. So it's 14k, it's 331 brake horsepower, this Skyline. 4-wheel drive, turbo, 4.7. Comparing to the R32 that we've got, which has 307 brake horsepower, 4.8. It's similar. I think the new Skyline we've got is slightly better. Or the R32 might be better. Oh, okay. Because when I drove this, it felt horrible. So 307 brake horsepower, 4.8. Compared to... So the R34 has more brake horsepower and... Oh, hang on, I can't remember which direction power to weight ratio is supposed to go in this game. Is the higher number better? I think the lower number's better in the game. So it's got a slightly better power to weight ratio. For the fact that it's mainly got a lot more power. So it's heavier, but it's also got more power. So this might be the better car. I also think it's a slightly better looking car than the other one. I think it looks a little bit more refined than the R32. Not that the R32 is a bad looking car though. The classic. I feel like chat is leaning towards keeping the R32, but I was thinking the other way. What are people's thoughts? I think it's definitely no point in me keeping both. So I think we should definitely sell one of them. So I guess cast your vote. I would do a poll, but I actually can't remember. I've never done it before, and I can't be bothered. So you think there are better upgrades for the R32 Apex, is what that sounds like. so we can potentially do more with the R32. R34 if I plan to go off-road. I wasn't planning to go off-road in the R34. I've got the Evo for that. I've got the Evo 7. Screamlight, keep a skyline. Sorted. Thank you for that. No, yeah, I've got the Lancer. That would be the thing I'd take rallying when the time comes. So I think based on that then, I reckon we sell the R34. Which is a shame because it's quite a nice looking car, but I would like to... I keep too many cars for sentimental reasons. So we need to get rid of something. Yeah. Nothing personal. Good luck on your journey. You should have been a fucking Viper though, you twat. Right, we're at that awkward point where we're up to 3 hours in the stream. But let's have a look at what we can do next and maybe do a test race for what lies ahead before we finish. Let's see. Jose, I've tried it on GT2 and the R34 is just too heavy and slow compared to the Evos and the Imprezas, despite 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've done Japan, we've got America, GT World Championship again. Don't think I'm quite ready for the ignominy of that. To be fair, I can't even do it if I wanted to because we don't have International B. Don't have International B for German touring cars either, so actually licenses might be looming their head again very soon. Stars and Stripes, then we do have the Turbo Sports models. So it's just turbo only. I wonder how quick we're going to get in the turbo. GTR for turbo cars, okay. 80 Sports Car Cup. So we've got a few. We've got an RX-7. We've got the GTR, to be fair. The GTR could be good for this. There's a couple of options for this GTR then. We're going to need to do some work on it, but the GTR might suddenly come into its own. I didn't enjoy it the first time we drove it, but there's potential. So I'm going to trust you that we can get stuff out of it. I'm sure we can. I can't remember what we had for Boxer Spirit. Have we done a Boxer Spirit actually? Do we have any of these? I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, all golds. Oh no. Should we see? Let's have a little look over in licenses and remember what our current situation was with licenses. So in domestic B, half gold, half silver. Domestic A was weaker. 2 gold. And the rest silver. Part of me thinks the way to attack the licenses is I try and do International B and A in one stream and just do silvers to minimum to begin with. And then once we've got all the licenses, at a later date, we come back and we try and mop up the golds. I know it technically doesn't matter for the 100%. But I think it still feels like something you have to do. We don't have to do it, but I feel like we should do it. I know, yeah, I know you don't really believe in me. I know you just want to see pain, and I guess I'm in for that. And there's rally as well. It would be good to open up rallying as an option because we have a car ready to go there. License live stream. I feel like we will finish. We'll finish with one more race, but let's commit to it. Next time, we will try and complete International A and B in the next stream with the minimum of silver. We won't do all golds yet. We will come back to mop up golds in everything. But let's see how far we can get through those next two licenses next time. I could not condone that drinking game first last because I actually feel like that might be bad for everyone's health. I don't think you would survive if we did that. I genuinely don't. So yeah, that will be the plan for the next stream. International B and International A. But let's try a turbo race. You can do non-alcohol if you want, but you will be the most hydrated people on the planet. You'll just have to watch on the toilet. Like, right, what's turbo? So the Skyline is there and is turbo. What else is the Quattro, the RX-7, the Lancer is here. Part of me wants to jump back in the Lancer. Because we've not done anything. Your cells would become turgid. I'm not going to mess around with like updating the Skyline just yet. That will be a future project. But let's see how good the Lancer is in the turbo. I think we tried it with it once before, did we? I can't remember now. We did try something a long time ago with the Lancer and we got beaten. It wasn't this though, so we don't know. We're not doing test course because no. We'll do Apricot Hill reverse since we don't think we've been there this evening. Yeah, I just want to just for like from a like legality perspective, I cannot condone any form of licensed drinking game as it may kill people. So just let me put that straight out there. Down a pint of water after every fire, and you will return to the ocean. You will actually actively cause the sea levels to rise. I can't remember what tyres are on it either, come to think of it. But there's no tyre wear, so that's good. 3-lap race. Let's see where we get up to. Okay, nice cue. I love that. Come on. Oh, I tell you what. We're not blowing them away on power, but we're competitive. Oh, God. I've just seen what's in the fucking lead. Oh, no. That's not good. That's the last thing I want to see. Why is that here? Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? Come on. Oh, can we? Do we have enough to reel them in? They look pretty quick. I cannot believe the freaking Sports Beetle is here. I hate that guy. Have a good one, KD. Take care, man. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, dude. Come on. Oh, I tell you what, we may not have the power, but I still think it's a similar situation where we are slightly better in the corners and we can reel them in over the first part of the lap. Come on. Come on. Turn. Got that four-wheel drive understeer on exit, but I think we've done a fair bit of work on this car to try and iron some of these things out. Cannot lose to a new Beetle. This is important now. It seems like this race, it is fast, but it's not good under braking, as you can see. It's both me and the MR2 closed into it, but then I kind of outbraked myself there. Let's get the move done here. Had to work on that. It doesn't get any tougher than this. Double check the ride height. Okay. We will do. Considering how well we've done in this one, it's only 2 more races. Let's see if we can finish the Turbo Championship as well. Admittedly, the next one is fucking test course, which, Jesus. But hopefully we have enough power. Surely our upgraded flipping Lancer has got a better top speed than the Race Beetle. The MR2 though has managed to get past the Race Beetle and is now suddenly looking very nippy and dangerous in the final few corners. But we should have just enough to hang on. Oh, it is. Oh, flipping heck, it is gaining. Not enough. Yeah, it's a good point. Why didn't I go for the Lotus? Then we put a turbo in it. Don't know. We've already established that the brain ain't working like quite as well. For some reason. Cool. I mean, though, this is a good competition for building up funds again. 15,000 for a win. Very good indeed. Yeah, I'm not going to switch to the Lotus for this one. I think we need the power for this. So let's stick with it. Oh, and for this race, Pagani Zonda. Fuck off. Right, new Beetle MR2. There's the Skyline Legacy. Okay. 3 exciting laps of test course. Oh, ride height. Sorry, fucking hell. Well, we'll check it next time. Hopefully it's not the thing that kills us now. Yeah, in this circuit it might not be the big deal. Okay, so... Oh shit, so we are in 5th gear and there are only 5 gears. Oh no. So we hit the limit at about 275 kph. And then we kind of bounce down. Drivers, start your engine. Ugh. Right. I'm just going to check the gaps over the next 2 splits, and if we're losing them, I am absolutely not sitting through this race to finish 4th. Not a fucking chance in hell. Like, see what I mean? We've just hit the rev limiter and it's gone all the way down to 260 kph. Does this boy have adjustable gears? I can't remember what I've put in this car, so maybe. Oh, this is... You can jump straight into the bin. Let's have a look and see what I do have in this car. Indeed, some dude that likes wrestling. 5th gear, always inferior to top gear. Sadly for us, it's both. Right, let's see what we've got in this. I thought I might have put the adjustable gears in this one. I think. No, turns out I didn't. It's unfortunate. Right, while we're here, ride height, and actually, let's. I might not need this car for this one. Is this the fastest turbo car I've got at 396 brake horsepower? Oh, excuse me. So, turbo, the RX-7 is a turbo. Skyline's got 307. Yeah, I think it is the most turbo-powered car I have. The Quor and the RX-7 down here. Could I turbo the CLK? I can't remember if I've already put NA in it. NA like tuning. It might be worth just whacking some power in the R32. I don't know if it has to be turbo. It could need to be turbo from stock, to be fair. Because, look, the Elise, we put a turbo in and it still says it's NA. So, yeah, I think it does have to be turbo from stock. It might be looking at the R32 a little bit earlier than we thought. Let's have a look. How quickly can we whack Muchos Grande power into this one? Ho. That's 42,000. What does this get you? What do we think, guys? Surely not 4 stages. That's 80,000. But if I win these next 2 races, I'll get 30 back. So that basically makes it a 50,000 purchase. Plus I'll get a prize car, which I'll inevitably sell because I'll already own it. Now let's... I'm thinking, and it's not often I do this, you think stage 2? Stage 2? Okay, I was going to end up being a bit of a money bags, but I'll that's more than what the Evo was. Just go stage 2, and then do the transmission so we can adjust the gears. Yep, service for his car, including the final gears. Only 10k. Let's try it with just that. Because all that power plus being able to adjust the gear ratios, it might be enough. It might be enough, he says. Okay. Right. So the question is, how wide do we go? I can't remember how wide we set it when we were here with the Hang on, I had my little notebook here. I wrote all this stuff down. Might have this. So I put it at level 33 for test course. When we use the Evo. So I think let's try level 33 for this as well. It might be too far. But yeah, we've got nothing else to change. It does need some work. Yep, the kawaii little notebook with my kawaii little dog on it is here for the win. Right. Godzilla has been unleashed. Let's see what we can do. That launch! That was a good launch. Okay. Let's get in the slipstream immediately. Come on. Come on now. A sixth gear, that's what we want to see. Absolute magic. Ooh, I've touched the wall though, hang on. Scrubbed a little bit of speed. And now are we going to have to do some drafting and dueling to try and win this? There we go, to the inside. Ooh, a little bit too much on the steering. Oh, someone else coming up from the back to try and draft us. We get a bit of a bump draft. Power! Okay, come on. Come on. Stick with them over 300 kilometers an hour. We're about to hit the rev limiter though. This could actually be an interesting race at test course because we are going to have to pick the moment and then block. Because I feel like in terms of out and out straight line speed, this car ahead of us might have a bit more, or at the very least is on the level with us. Because obviously now we're just going to peloton this. We are going to restrict a plate our way around. God, he comes straight back at us as soon as we jump out of the slipstream. At least between us we are starting to take the lead. I think it's time to I think we can just sit and bump draft until the end of the race. Oh, he's going to move out. Okay, fine. We'll switch for now. Because we've cleared the pack, basically. So it's just me and him. This is going to be... Oh, God, he's gotten a lot of... Cannot fall out of the slipstream. Because then we are done. This is going to be quite an interesting one. Yeah, if anything, it's kind of worse than a boring one, because we might have to do all this work, and if we don't time it right at the end, we're going to have to do it again. God, when it come on, come on. Whew. Yeah, this guy's quick. Someone is not having a good day. Let's not have a crash. Jesus. Like I say, I'm happy to just bump draft. It is just about pulling out of this super quick sport mode anti-Sylvia. God, let's not lose them though. Come on. Get a tank slapper because it's so bloody heavy as well. I can feel my thumb flattening. Right. I already need to be thinking about what order we're going to do this in. Because I want to ideally be in this sort of situation, I guess, in the final corner. So I'm kind of still tucked behind mid-corner. So I can come out of the corner and take the lead. Like that. And hold on for hopefully the win. Maybe do a little bit of blocking if needed. So he needs to go back through now. Gotta judge this right. I'm actually gonna give my thumb a little bit of a respite. I don't want to bump them. I want to stay behind. Let's just wait, wait, wait. Oh, I think I've gone too early. Shit. Come on, back in behind. Come on. Need the pull, need the pull. Go, 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 please. Oh, come on. Come on. No. Fucking. Oh. Where was no slingshot? The slingshot was so powerful coming out of... That was rough. That was rough as hell. It worked so well coming into, like, out of turn, like, if we were going to use the NASCAR turns 1 and 2. It worked so well. And then it just didn't seem to be as powerful coming out the final corner then. Oh, far and away the best test course race we've had. It's not even close. Oh, okay. And it's now 20... Oh my god. I can't believe we've zoomed into past the 3-hour mark. But I feel like I feel like we can do this. I'm going to give test course one more go, and if I can't do it, I will save it. But let's give it one more try. Shit. Whew. Any thoughts? Do you think gear ratios were fine where they are? Do you want to go, think, longer? Do we go 1 or 2 clicks longer? One click. Yeah, I think that's too far. Let's go 34. I've always liked the number 34. Excuse me. Let's see what this does. Come on. I'm not trying it a third time. So this is my last test course attempt tonight. Might finish with the Grand Valley Raceway attempt as well. So 2 more races. Let's do it. So, I didn't actually check if... Oh, excuse me, sir. I do apologise. if the Sylvia was still there. Right. Well, let's get one thing straight. We're not losing to you, so you can fuck right off, pal. Got an Audi S4, and we head into the lead. Rizzo, I'm not falling into that trap. No. I would hold back a little bit more if you get the same situation. You're too close to the slingshot. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That Beetle is quick. However, incredibly, I was about to say we might be clear of them, but the slipstream might be coming back. Oh, hang on. Who is that I spot charging forward? Like Jaws. Ooh, my God. No, 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 no. Come on. Oh, is it one click too far on the gears? Oh, he's gone. Get off the racing line. Let's try and shorten the distance of this circuit. Oh, no, not. The delay of that message. Oh, dear. Oh, okay. Have I gone one click too far? He just absolutely flew by. Yeah, we're done for. We know that was a duff attempt. Let's just quickly go into it again. Question as it loads. Do I go back to 33 or do I stick on 34? Yes or no? What do we think? Last try. Absolutely. Part of me's thinking go back to 33. That's my thoughts. I'm leaning towards 33. Any advance? That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to do it. Okay. Here we go. I did hit the wall as well. But I felt like I was, yeah, I'm going to stick with 33. I'm going to go with that. I'll, on my head be it. Sylvia is there. 2 Skylines there. Here we go. Yeah, I need to break the toe when I'm in the lead because I had a good clearance of them then. Right, go, 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 go. So. Oh, hello. Jesus Christ. Go on, go on. We go together, pal. No, you beetle fuck. It's not for you. Fucking jackass. Okay. No, no, no worries, dude. That's fine. Hope the stream's going well. Oh, God. Just racing around a North Korean bunker at the moment, so all good. Right, so we're back into this same situation again, early doors, and that's okay. Ooh, God, he does properly snap back across, and I feel like because we've not really added any handling stuff to the Skyline, don't want to make those big movements just yet. Right, happy in the straights to bump draft him. You don't have to. Actually, let's practice for the final lap. So we're going to come into the corner. We're just going to ease off mid-corner. And the thing is, you want to build up a bit more of a slingshot so it can kind of give us an overspeed. So it's like this. And it's comfortable. See, that's what we've done. Although I think I would have done it too early in the corner this time. So yeah, that's too early to make the move. Streaming on Thursday. I stream on Thursday. I had the dentist, so most of my viewers are watching at the same time. That's dedication. Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind. I don't have much of a schedule. I just kind of do it when I can. So I'm usually a Friday or a Saturday. So hang on, am I being streamed on your stream? Is that what you're telling me? Is this how the takeover begins? Brilliant. Well, I'm sorry for ruining your stream. I do appreciate that. Right. That was not a good attempt at trying to duck out of the slipstream at the right moment. Although, coming back in and doing this and then coming out, would that have been enough? No, that would have kept us second by 17 hundredths of a second. Here's the critical final lap. Here we go. Let's bump draft into one. This is going to be rough. If I don't get this done. Okay, I'm happy to just bump draft him all the way through this one. Okay, we need to have a bit of a further gap back. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to try and, yeah, way bigger gap. 4 car lengths. Oh, 4 car lengths. Shit, that's too much. To be fair, I've made a bit of a mistake, but that actually might give us the space we need now coming through this one. This might be too early. Shit, this might be too early. But we'll get ahead. And then we go for the block. We're going to stay off the racing line. But he's just quicker. That's it. You're not coming past now, son. Absolutely no fucking chance. No. I'm keeping you in my mirror. Not today. Yes. Christ. Oh, we win by 26 hundredths of a second. Test course giving us a close race. Who'd have thunk it? That was a banger. Great stuff. Okay, we're going to switch back into the Evo, and hopefully what will be the last race of the night, if we can get it won, will be Grand Valley Speedway in the Turbo Cup, and we'll get another competition done. So let's go to... where's the Evo? Come on, brain. Yeah, there we go. Stop looking for the word Evo. It is the Evolution 7. Let's win another Skyline. Okay. Check the ride height. Thank you. Let's do that. Okay, so what do I need to do to ride height? Yeah, definitely Jose. Definitely needs that on the R32. Max front. And then for the rear, are we bringing it down just low? So kind of a few clicks above bottom. So we're thinking like, what, 95, 96? Hello, Box. Good to see you too. Hope you're well. 94. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Okay. So we've got another Skyline, Impreza Sedan, S4 Legacy MR2. There is no new Beetle, so the pressure's slightly off. We will not have the ignominy, a word that I learned to say in this series, the ignominy of losing to that. So let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And the irony, we're racing the Skyline to begin with. I think we can get this. I think this beautiful, beautiful car, the star of our garage, I think. This and the Trueno. Oh, alright. There's no need to be like that. Okay, through we go. Look at that. Inch perfect to the wall. We got this now. Come on. Cool. I think we should have this one. Can finish with another competition down in the Amateur League. Somehow managed to go for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Aiming for 2.5 to 3 hours, but what can I say? We got our foothold in another competition and we just thought, sod it, let's keep going. Almost there. A little bit of an understeer. drift wide there, but I think I was just carrying a bit too much speed into the corner. Apex, so I can successfully plug at the end of the stream, where is WMSC racing on Sunday? Because my brain has switched off. Oh, I remembered, it's Texas, it's Austin, that was it. So yeah, there's another next round of the WMSC Championship circuit of the Americas. First time the championship has gone there. Expecting an interesting race. Under the extreme heat. If you didn't know, Apex drives in the series. Got his first pole in the series last time out in Canada, and then we don't talk about the rest of it. Nothing else happened. He got pole, and then the day ended. But he's incredibly close to a podium. So maybe this weekend, under the talking of the 70,000 degree sun, are we expecting any issues? Upside down, you're turning me. Yeah, quite. Are we expecting any issues with like overheating or like brake temperatures again for those teams that maybe haven't upgraded, or is it not really a concern for you guys on Sunday? Oh well, we're being reeled in a little bit. I'm not quite done yet. Skyline is still there. Tyres will just perish. Wow, okay. Yeah, you said the issue isn't really it is the temp, trying to keep the tyres cool, and once they overheat they just die. So are we expecting a lot of stops then again this weekend if people are going to lean into the softer and medium tyres? Wow, this bloody Skyline is suddenly a going concern. Oh! Hey, big sender. Send it up your own arsehole. Definitely not. So more mediums used, soft is struggling. Okay, interesting. Do like it when the strategies get split and diverge. But yeah, if you're interested, World Monopositive Sim Racing Championship. It is open-wheeled, essentially Formula 1, but with V10s, modern style aero V10s. But the interesting part of it is all the teams are different. They have different development paths. They have different upgrade paths. So the car, it's not just a spec series, which also makes it interesting. And the upgrade changes throughout the season have made it an interesting three-way battle between three different teams, with each different team coming to the fore because of their upgrades in each race. So it's been really interesting so far. We've had, if I remember rightly, we've had a different winner every race this season so far, and a different pole sitter every race this season. So it's been really interesting. And then we're going to, obviously, Circuit of the Americas, first time they've ever raced there. So it should be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it, so we will see how it goes. And if you're interested in that, it's streaming over on Twitch on iBoss TV. I will usually put a link in the community post on my channel here, and I commentate on it with Robin, who was the Sim Racing Time Machine who you saw in chat earlier, and that will be on at qualifying starting at 4 British summer time, so you may have to do some maths on that, or is it 5 Central European time, I think? And then the race will usually start at around 25 past 4. So yeah, should be good. If you're interested, come along. But we hold off the Skyline. Let's see, shall we, what we've won. No. It's another Evo, but it's a special Evo. It's the Mines Evo 7. Okay. I'm actually not mad at that one, even though it's another Evo. That's quite a cool little car. I like that. I'm pretty happy with that. It's still another car I already own, but that's actually okay. Yeah, let's have a little look at the specs. You're quite right. Mine's Lancer, so in Scotia White. So 394 brake horsepower, just over 1,000 kilos, decent power to weight ratio, 3. That's pretty good compared to what we've seen. So 394, 1200, and 3. So it's got less horsepower than the one we've upgraded. 2 less horsepower. But obviously we've put a lot in this car. Oh, to be fair, it's got quite similar specs to the Lancer we've got, but that Lancer's already upgraded quite a lot, whereas this Lancer is the base, and as you quite rightly say, we're probably going to be able. So we can do 3 stages and get it up to 557 brake horsepower. So that's pretty good. I quite like it. I'm not mad at it. You know what I will be mad at though? Next time when we venture back into the license centre and we attempt International B and International A. Oh, and it starts with one of these. Oh, I fucking hate these. Fucking circles. Oh, in a Z06. Note how the car moves according to the way the accelerator is depressed. Note how the way the car moves to how the driver is depressed. Shit. Okay. Next time we go for licenses, but we will leave it there. Yeah, I will try and give advance warning for that because I feel like people will enjoy the pain that ensues from doing the license tests. But oh, hang on. Let's before I go, let's just double check as well where we're up to. Game stats, we're up to 23.8%, win ratio 45. Not bad. Progress being made. We are approaching quarter distance in the game. So we're on episode 23. So I wonder if we'll get to quarter distance before we reach 25 episodes. Who knows? But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for... So many of you have been here, I think, for the whole thing, which is incredible. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the tips and support, especially Axel. I really do appreciate that, and Jose. But thank you all for coming and yeah, chatting, or for everyone who's lurked. I don't know if Dave F1 PlayStation Games is still here, but thank you for popping in and streaming me on your stream. It's very kind. I appreciate it. But yeah, have a good rest of the evening. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.